Alright, so here is the assignment. The assignment is Office, Drawing 3B. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be taking the furniture and we are going to be sticking it in the different parts of the office. So you've got 4 little cubicle areas, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and you've got 4 desks. You have a number of chairs, you have some plants, you have some computers, and we need to arrange the office drawing to match what we see over in the course pack. So, download the file and give it the name that we're asking for. When it's done, it's going to look like this. And of course, the only way that you're going to be able to complete the task with any kind of accuracy is by using object snaps. So, make sure your object snaps are set up for the kinds of things that you think you might be working with. If you think that endpoint and midpoint are things you might need, or center points, right? Turn on object snaps that are appropriate to the task you have. And then you've got to use the object snaps to complete the movement. Otherwise, if we're just grabbing it like this and dragging it like this and eyeballing it like that, well, I don't have to tell you. It's not going to be accurate, right? You'll be able to zoom in and you'll be able to see that there's some giant gaps there. So use the move tool with object snap enabled in order to move things accurately and correctly. Now, on the instructions, be really careful. You're going to be moving the chairs and you're going to be moving them in front of the desks, and then you want them lined up with the midpoint on the desk. You also want to rotate them to the correct angle, and there is a distance from the edge of the desk to the front edge of the chair we'd like you to maintain. So make sure that you move things with precision, and then when you're done, go in and check to see if that gap really exists, right? Because we can click on this line and we can click on that line and we can see, hey, does that really have the correct gap? So you can use dimension tools to do that, or you can use your quick dimension, and if we place it in between objects, it'll give us the distances between them. You see that's telling me there's 3 inches right there between the front edge of the desk and the front edge of the chair, which is what we're looking for. We've also got some computers, same idea. You'll be moving the computers over to the midpoint on the front edge of that desk. The front edge of that desk is 45 degrees, so make sure your rotation is accurate, and then the computer has to move back from the edge of the desk at a certain distance. Use the instructions to get that distance correct. So if we look, starting in that corner, you see how everything is lined up and perfectly centered. The center of the computer, the center of the chair, the center of the front edge of the desk, they all form one straight line. Alright, so that'll take care of the receptacle, or the installation of the desks, the chairs, and the computers. Each area is a little bit different. There are some large plants that I've given you that you're going to be placing, and the placement of the plants, honestly, is not that critical. There's no specific location for them, so put them where you like. Now, there's one little trick you're going to have to figure out an answer to, though, and it's how do you take a big plant and turn it into a little plant? Because if you notice, I didn't give you any little plants, right? So what can we do after we've got our big plants placed to make them small? And I'm not going to tell you the answer, but I'm sure you can figure that out. Hey, look at that. Now it's a small desk size tabletop plant instead of a giant tree in a pot in the corner of the room. Alright, you'll also have some chairs down here that you'll be putting in. So that's why you've got some extra chairs. The midpoint on the arc of the chair should line up with the midpoint of the midpoint of the wall. There is a certain distance away from the wall we're asking you to go. And then there is a number of chairs, so make sure you get all the chairs lined up one to the other. And then make sure that they are the correct distance apart from each other as you are setting that up. Okay? So that'll take care of arranging the different elements of the furniture in the office. At a point you're going to need to do this. You're going to need to add your name. And what you might notice, or maybe not notice very well, is when you start typing, you'll see your name, and then when you close the text editor, you might not. And you might say, where'd my name go? And you might do this several times thinking there's something wrong with AutoCAD. Well, there's nothing wrong with AutoCAD. Your name is there. Look, it's just really tiny, okay? So you got a puny little name, because this is a big room. So of course a piece of text that's only 0.2 inches tall is going to be very small in comparison to everything else. So what should you be doing? Well, let's do this. Can you find a tool that will take this small little piece of text and make it a little bit larger so that it's visible? I'm going to think about which tool I would use. Alright, I just thought about it, and I just did it, and it happened. And look, now that little text is larger text. Right, and you're going to stick it over here in the bottom right corner, just below the outside wall in the corner. And it should be big enough where I can read it. If you're not sure, you can make it a little bit bigger. All caps, there we go. And then when I get the copy printed out, I'll be able to see who you are and check to see how accurate you were. So this is the run through on how to take care of the Drawing 3B office arrangement assignment. Again, always make sure you read the instructions carefully so that you understand what you're trying to do. We are not plotting things in the classroom at Bakersfield College, maybe. In that case, follow the instructions that are over in Canvas as far as plotting goes. Okay, and that will take care of Drawing 3B. At the end, when you're done, if you have extra chairs, extra desks, extra furniture, extra anything, well then just delete them. They're not necessary. All I'm really interested in seeing is what you have right here.